Level 1A haltering. For level 1A haltering, we need to be able to memorize 6 steps to tie the halter. But before we go into that, we're going to start by knowing the parts of the halter, and then we'll go into how to tie the halter knot, and then after that I'll show you the 6 steps you need to memorize. So when you have the halter, it has 2 loops on it. One is a double loop. It has 2 loops going around into the knot, and one has a single knot. It just has 1 loop going into the knot. So the single knot is the one that we are going to tie the halter with. That's going to end up by their ear, and the double knot is the one that's gonna hook in for the lead rope so we can pull against it. It's strong, so we can put a lead rope on it. That's how you're gonna remember it. The halter has a neck band, that's the part that comes out. Then it has the little nose piece that goes inside this little triangle right here. Those 3 knots are a little triangle. That's where the nose goes in, with the double loop at the bottom of the triangle, and you should be able to orient it from there. So when we're going to hold the halter to set up for haltering, you're going to hold on the knot that sits underneath the single loop. And we're going to call that single loop on the knot we're tying with the mouth. Okay, so you're going to hold your fist around the knot that sits below the mouth with your left hand. And then in order to set up for the 6 steps, you would go stand on the left side of the horse, or the side that does not have a mane, and you're going to pass that under her neck. So to tie the knot, you're going to have the halter on, and you're going to pinch the tongue with your left hand. I'm pinching right there so it doesn't slide back in the mouth. Then I'm going to take the tongue, which is the neck band, and the tongue end will go behind the mouth, the whole mouth. It goes behind both of them towards the horse's eye. Then it's going to go over the whole mouth, but back through itself. So it doesn't go through the mouth at all when you're tying the knot, only for when you're pinching the tongue. It goes through that. That's the only time it goes through the mouth. But yeah, it will go behind the mouth towards the horse's eye, over the mouth through itself, underneath its own tongue. If it's the right knot, it should hang away from the eye. The tongue should hang away so it's not bunking into the horse's eye. And the knot should be sitting on the loop, not above the loop. And so that's why we lift our elbow. If you didn't lift your elbow and tie underneath your hand, you would tie above your hand, and that would create the wrong knot. The knot must sit on the loop, not above the loop. Okay, let's go into the 6 steps you need to memorize. Take the halter how we had it set up. You're holding the knot in your left hand, the knot that's below the mouth, the single loop. You're going to hold that in your left hand. You're going to go on the left side of the horse. And step 1 is you're going to take your left hand and pass the halter underneath the horse's head. Step 2, your right hand is going to reach over and pull the tongue, the little neck band sticking out of the halter. You're going to pull that with your right hand that reached over her head. Number 3, you're going to take the halter and slide it up the horse's nose by opening the nose piece. Let me show you how I open the nose piece. So I'm taking the knot in my left hand. I'm still holding the same knot. I'm going to take my hand down and then spread out my fingers to open up the little triangle so her nose can go in. And then I use my hand on both sides to kind of slip it onto her nose. So that's step 3, is be able to open the knot and slide it onto the horse's nose. Step 4 is you're going to take the tongue and put it through the mouth. And then step 5 is you're going to pinch the tongue so it can't slide back. And then step 6 is you're going to tie the knot. So for level 1A, in order to pass off haltering, you'll need to know all 6 steps.